All right, this is round 6 of Willie Pep versus Sandy Sadler. So Willie's head is toward his lead foot, and Sandy's going to jab, and we're going to see Willie pull and then come back with his rear cross. Now, this is slick. As soon as that rear foot lands, he's going to push off that rear foot, go square right here, and then push off a second time to pendulum to the left into his southpaw stance. And then he's going to fire off this rear cross and then push off this lead foot to evade Sandy's lead counters. Okay, Sandy will jab as Willie parries and pulls, and then Sandy's going to do that again, but this time Willie's going to try to meet him with his lead. And then right here, this is neat. Willie has the ability to feint with his rear hand, putting him on his lead foot, which allows him to pendulum to the left and then hit the brakes, pendulum to the right, and then drop into this orthodox stance to snap off this jab. Now they'll look to time each other with their leads, and two things to note. First, Willie's going to keep this post, and second, Sandy isn't letting go of that wrist. Those old school gloves with the free thumb make that possible. Willie's going to follow up with a rear cross, and check this out. His rear foot shifted forward. Now he's in a southpaw stance. He's going to follow up with another rear hook. All right, Sandy will jab as Willie pulls. He'll look to double it up, and Willie's going to slip inside right here. Now, with Willie's weight over that lead foot, he could counter out with his lead cross. And right here, the referee is going to teleport from there to somewhere over there. So Willie's going to leap off his rear foot to his lead foot so he could throw this leaping hook, then rear cross. And then Sandy's going to come back with his rear hand. Then they're both going to throw lead hooks. Willie will look to double up 2 more lead hooks right here. And then Sandy's going to counter with this rear uppercut and 1 more hook from Willie. And then Sandy's looking to get this collar tie and try to catch him with a rear uppercut. Okay, Willie will look to grab Sandy's lead hand, and then he's going to feint this rear cross, which puts his weight on that lead foot so he can pendulum to the left. And then he's going to leap off this lead foot to snap off a jab. Now, Willie's going to shift his weight to his right foot, trying to get away from Sandy's jab. Then he's going to weave back to his left foot and pendulum. Then he's going to hit the brakes in the southpaw stance to throw a rear uppercut. And then we'll have a tie up and a break. All right, Willie will flash out his lead, shift his weight to his lead foot, bringing that rear cross with him, then pendulum to the right. Again, same idea. He's going to flash out that lead, follow up with the rear cross, and check out how he posts with this rear hand. And also notice now he's in a southpaw stance, and he's going to follow up with the rear cross. Then he'll push off. So Willie will land on this left foot, and note he's square. He's going to throw out a leaping jab, rear cross. And now this is slick. He'll pendulum off this lead foot and turn his shoulders, putting him in a southpaw stance. He'll throw a rear cross and then lead hook. Okay, so he dropped in this orthodox stance, and he'll throw his rear uppercut. Now, Willie will throw out this jab as Sandy parries. He'll do it again. Sandy's looking for that parry, but this time, Willie's going to follow up with this rear cross. Then he's going to miss with this hook, but check out that control of the back of the head. Then he looks to tie up. Then right here, I think we're going to teleport. All right, this one's interesting. Willie's going to land on his rear foot, push off with a rear straight as a southpaw. And I've heard the term dart used to describe this move, but that's not what's interesting. What's interesting is the overhand right attempt that he follows up with. So here's the rear straight, and then this is the right overhand attempt. So Willie will throw his jab, rear cross, and now with his weight on his lead foot, he'll pendulum to the left. And I like this from Sandy. Check out how they're both in their southpaw stance. Sandy will follow up with a rear hook. And then we'll have a tie up and a break. then another tie up, and one more break. Okay, Willie will throw a shifting rear uppercut, meaning he'll throw this uppercut and shift this rear foot forward as Sandy pulls and counters with his rear uppercut. And note right here that both southpaws, Sandy's going to throw a rear hook to the body. Then Willie's going to follow up with a rear cross, lead cross. Sandy's going to counter with this uppercut and then a leaping hook. Then we'll have some hitting and holding, tie up, break, another tie up, and that'll do it for round 6.